Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have a tarot reading for you guys. Let's see, we have, and this voice is getting better. It's not entirely healed though, is it? No, geez. Let's see what we got, you guys. And we're using these twin flame cards. Let's see, we have transformation, battle of the head versus the heart. All right, so there's a big change here. Maybe somebody was just, letting their logic kind of rule them, right? What we really need to do is combine the heart with the brain, with the mind. We really do, but we really need to be like heart coherence, right? And somebody here has kind of, because the heart is a brain. It is. It's its own brain, and it is the brain that is not. It's just trusting, and it just knows. It doesn't the brain in your head is the brain that tells you, always brings the ego into it, always has a pros and cons list, right? And so you're going back and forth forever about stuff. Just trust your heart. Your heart knows what you're good at. Your heart knows who you love, etc., etc. All right, let's go. And we have one with self, blossoming. See, somebody's grown here because they are doing exactly what I said. Yes. And we have compassion, higher heart opening. Yeah, once you open your heart and you start trusting your heart, trusting the universe, things like that, when you unite the brain with the heart, basically, but you let the heart lead the way, then you become more compassionate. Yeah, you become really a better person, in my opinion. Let's see what else we have, Sagittarius. See what we got. And we have dissipating. So dissipating is something is just kind of was dissipating or is, but this dissipating is something either boring or unfulfilling, basically. And yeah, let's see what else we have. And then we have the mysticism card. Somebody's trusting their intuition. They are. And we also have the balance card. All right, so this is balance and harmony within. And this guy who is balanced is kind of a happy guy. He's holding up he looks happier than these other guys. Yeah, he does. He's holding up the scales, and they're not perfectly balanced, but they are pretty close. There's nothing perfect in this life unless you want to work yourself to death and, have something perfect, right? Trust me, it's a waste of energy. Do your best and don't look for perfection. Look for love and just look to do the best you can, basically, right? And so, but these other three people who are not balanced, holding the scales, are unhappy, especially this chick in the middle. Yeah, you almost want to like pinch her, right? Yeah, or kind of give her a little slap, like wake up, you, right? You can start trusting your heart, and that will help you to blossom and be one with self, and raise your vibration, right? And that is always the best. Let's see what else we have for Sagittarius. Yeah, and we have the water card. All right, so there's some type of fulfillment in love usually, or creative endeavors, because it's water energy. It's also a 9. That is fulfilling a chapter. We have jealousy. Somebody's jealous here. Yeah, and so jealous that their eyes are popping out of their head, right? And we see this. It's a 5. It's 23. Yeah, 5s are challenging. They are, at least in the tarot, right? I don't think a life path, 5 life path is so challenging. No, I don't. But this, in the tarot it is, and in these oracles, I feel like it is. Gratitude. And that's an 8. And so it's a 35 is an 8. And that means that gratitude brings movement and change and forward movement and power. Yeah, personal power. It really does. Where you can move forward, right? All right, let's see what we got. If you want to get a psychic reading, Sagittarius, I'm always checking for accuracies. They're lots of fun. We do them on a video call. Usually, you can have a video if you'd like, a private video. Well, these are private too, but I can just email you a link for your own video. But they're fun on a video call. They are. And if you don't know somebody, you don't maybe trust them, or you just met them, something like that. Or I can also read, help you with your own insight. Yeah. Right? Tapping into things that kind of make you aware. Yeah. Bring awareness. You can get a past life reading with me. Super powerful. Yes, they are. Everybody carries past karma. Some people carry a lot more than others, but Everybody does. Yeah, everybody carries past karma. And when you release it, you become far more empowered. You do. And you feel lighter. You feel better. All right, Mystic Sense is a free 5-minute psychic reading. If you want to get a tarot reading, you usually choose the cards. But if you want, I will send you the video recording where I do it all myself, right? I think it's kind of fun for you to kind of, pull the first few cards, and then we go from there. Yeah, it's very cool. Let's see what we got. We have the Six of Cups in the reading. And this could be somebody from the past, Sagittarius. Don't forget what the reading is about, right? This is about somebody who's trusting their heart. They might have went through an awakening because we have mysticism. They have brought harmony and balance into their life. And they're not so, these people are so stubborn, kind of jaded here, right? Yeah, they are. It's like you ever see people like that in public and you're like, oh my God, these people are unhappy, right? And we have dissipating, and this is about something that has kind of died out because somebody got into a relationship or in a situation, or they made decisions only with their logical self, right? Yeah, I mentioned the logical self. It's kind of like asking, in my opinion, asking somebody who doesn't know you at all, kind of, because the mind doesn't know the heart, right? To give you advice, and you just met them, and they're like, "What?" That's what that is. Yeah, Four of Wands showing up. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Somebody's worried about you, Sagittarius, or maybe they're worried about your relationship with them dissipating. Could be. But there's somebody here who is jealous. I don't think it's this worried person, but it could be. So maybe it's you, Sagittarius. I don't feel like Sagittarians are usually jealous. No, but everybody has their own chart, right? Everybody's natal chart is different, right? Everybody can be jealous sometimes, right? If you see your your ex-love, your big love, walk down the street with another woman, right? Holding her hand. I mean, that's pretty natural, right? Three of Swords showing up. So, we have worry here about heartbreak, or there's a third party because we have jealousy. Yeah, somebody's worried about what they've done, or maybe where they're walking away from, dissipating. It's either one really, but let's see what else we have. Maybe this person's jealous of you, Sagittarius, because you have somebody else. Possible, but there's a lot going on in this reading. There really is, yeah. But somebody here has raised their vibration. They're happier with themselves. They know themselves better. One was self. The angel numbers are 8. And let's see what else we have. We have the Death card, and we talk about transformation with one of these cards right here. The battle of the head versus the heart. Always choose the heart. Okay? Yeah. So let's see what we have, you guys. Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so, in this reading, there's 3 Pentacle cards. There's something about values, and somebody's being resourceful here. They are, because they're blossoming, and they have the higher heart opening. They raise their energy. And then the Three of Pentacles is really about working together. It can be like sometimes seeing the other person's side. This can be, but these 3 people are really working together, and that's what they're doing. They're offering each other's kind of advice here, and they look like they are like, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. I'm not, because she's holding some type of a scroll, but this man over here is like repairing, kind of doing some work here at the church, right? And then we have 2 nines. Those are fulfilling of a chapter. They're like an ending for sure. Transformation is here. That is an ending, but it's a whole new beginning. That is the real focus about transformation, right? It's not that something ended. It is about what is coming into play and what is coming into, into the now, basically, right? So, 6 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles in the crossing energy. That could be somebody is, doing well financially, but they might be single because it sits in this kind of crossing can be a challenging position right there, right? That depends on the kind of, reading and what's going on in the reading. If there's anything extreme kind of going on, this is a challenge. So here we might have something going extreme kind of, because I feel like we do. We have the Nine of Swords. He's very upset and worried, and the Three of Swords next to it. So, and we have jealousy. So, something's going on in this reading. So somebody could be becoming single and the other person might be jealous. That could be true. But, jealousy could be, you know, maybe this person's jealous of your ex-boyfriend, Sagittarius, right? Your ex-girlfriend. I'm not really sure here, but we're going to get a card. We have the King of Cups, and we're getting another card, and the Four of Swords reversed. This is restlessness. This is like somebody was really in reflection here about how can I kind of make my own life going forward, and which can include being single, but how can I really create my life, right? Create a life that's fulfilling, where there's harmony and balance. And I am being my best self, because we have one with self blossoming. And I am opening my heart, becoming more compassionate, right? We'll get another card here. It could be a water sign in the reading for sure. We'll take this card. The moon's reversed. And it could be a water sign. With the King of Cups, it looks like there's a Cancerian, or the moon is for Cancer, but sometimes I feel like the Pisces is also, I mean, the moon rules Cancer, right? It does. That is the ruling planet for Cancer, but sometimes I feel like that is also Pisces, because Pisces is the 12th house of, it's the unconscious mind, which I like to call the superconscious mind. But the moon is the unconscious mind as well. It is our instincts and our intuition. So what we have here is probably somebody from your past, Six of Cups, or somebody who really admires you, or a friend who like is in love with you. It looks like they could be letting their relationship dissipate. Yeah, or fade out, or end, or close out, like that. It could have been gradually, because dissipating is a gradual action or energy. It is so energy, right? But could be their relationship could have been kind of dying out, like gradually, right? Four of Wands shows up here. Why it's all happening? I feel like somebody wants to marry you. This is a card of marriage. It's a celebration card as well. That's really all it is. It's those two cards. It is about something that is inspiring, though, and bringing movement, because these are wands. Now, what's external to you is this Nine of Swords, which is worry, with the High Priestess reversed. There could definitely be a water sign here, Pisces, maybe a Scorpio, because we have the King of Cups, Cancer, in the reading. That could be your person, Sagittarius, or that could be somebody else who's really upset, right? Could be. Maybe they are getting left behind, because there is some type of ending in this reading. Because we have these nines, we have transformation, and the Death card down here. Now, the Three of Swords is how someone sees themselves. Next to the Nine of Swords, could be worried, definitely about, I don't know, heartbreak. Could be heartbroken. Could have had you in a third party. Kind of a lot of Five of Swords. Most likely had you in a third party. Yeah, because this is about defeat. There could be loss in this reading, where somebody ends something with somebody, and that person is very upset. And somebody could be leaving somebody in this reading, and they're upset because they don't know if you're going to want them. This is coming into play. This is like right around the corner, right? And so this person is, I believe, wondering what's going to happen. We have the Seven of Swords underneath this kind of defeat and loss, and the Three of Swords, right? And here's the worry card over here. The Seven of Pentacles is like, well, I don't know if I'm going to succeed. That's really what it is. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to, feel my way. Is this a good investment? Is it a good decision? Will it kind of gather, can it bring me kind of resources? It's like that, will it kind of end up being valuable for me? In other words, it's kind of like taking a chance, and I wonder what's going to happen. Yeah. Death card showing up, and that is in the past. So this is a transformation. This is what I mean, has already really occurred in somebody, and some action's been taken here, like a defeat of, like a letting go or a defeat, right? Yeah. And Queen of Pentacles showing up. You might have been a secret too, Sagittarius, because the moon and the high priestess can speak of secrets, right? Queen of Pentacles, death card in the past. It could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Ace of Wands. Yeah, this person changed or they made some type of a decision here for sure. Because there was a decision made. Because right here, the Seven of Pentacles says, will my decision bring me abundance? Will it succeed? What's going to happen with that, right? There could be a few folks here. It could be anybody in the horoscope, right, or in the zodiac. But we have Justice. That's Libra. Any water sign, and any earth sign here. Yeah, for sure. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. All right, Ace. The Justice, card is concerned with the Hermit reversed. All right, so this can be about balance, harmony, but justice can be about divorce, sitting underneath this Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody could have set themselves free, and this could be a contract, right? Like a marriage contract. Ace of Pentacles, it's all about a new beginning now. And there is wisdom. Sometimes justice speaks of wisdom, as kind of an adjective or an energy. It is wisdom. And action, it can be like a court proceeding, right? Yeah, it can. Ace of Swords in the environment with the Ace of Cups. We have every ace in this reading. So this is just coming around the mountain here, coming around the corner. I feel like it is. Ace, 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 ace. So, this person loves you big time, Sagittarius, unless it's you, like, as a protagonist in this reading. I feel like it's about you and it's somebody else. They love you. They want a new beginning. They're clear about it because this Ace of Swords is a decision or a major clarity about this new beginning in love. Ace of Cups. I feel like in this reading, somebody might leave somebody for sure, and now they have nowhere to go if you turn them down. Right? They're like, oh, I gave everything up for, But this is, remember, we have listening to your heart rather than your head. And we have, really believing in yourself, one with self. But this is the battle of the head versus heart. The heart wins because we have blossoming. You cannot blossom with your brain. It doesn't work like that. Not when we talk about energy. No. You can blossom in your English class if you want. If you are, in class maybe if you want to, using your logic, right? And just doing your best and, studying and sitting next to somebody smart or just something like that, right? But this is about something far more profound than that. Yeah, it is. And the heart is far more profound than the mind. Yeah, it is. And so the objective is to really unite them. Bring the heart instead of this battle, right? Now, the Three of Pentacles is here, and that's what somebody wants. They want to work things out with you. They do. Knight of Cups reversed. They're afraid. Yeah, they're afraid. That's why we have the Nine of Swords above. They're worried. See, there they are. Right? They don't care if their mascara gets all over their white nightie, right? No. Right? And, and Seven of Pentacles showing up in the potential outcome, wondering what's going to happen, if they're going to have a future with you or not. There's the Three of Wands. And as I said, this person might have turned their back because this is a card of both. It can be. He's facing the future, but, the camera, so to speak, or, is, we can only see his back, right? So we're going to end this reading. If you guys want to get a reading with me, lots of fun ones, check out the description box. Thank you very much for joining me today. Happy spring. Happy birthday to any Tauruses or anybody who really has a lot of Taurus in their chart, right? And it is a time of, it's about our money and the money that we earn and our own resources within. Self-esteem, things like that. That's what Taurus season is really about. It can be about earthly things, and but for the most part, it's kind of about those values, right? How we value ourselves and what's important to us. That is what Taurus season is about. It's also about Venus, right? Because Venus rules Taurus. This is a love. It is, and creativity. It can be with Venus, right? Venus is ruling Taurus, also rules Libra. And for Libra, it's about relationships. For Taurus, it is a little bit more about our values, our self-esteem, and kind of, and money and possessions. Yeah, for sure. Thanks so much, you guys. Hit the little bell to get my notifications. I would really appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really keeps these videos coming. Yeah, it does. Thank you so much.